Hey guys, this is Editor Taka here. So the video you're about to watch is a VOD from Twitch that was recorded on October 21st, 2025, when I had an early access preview version for the game. A lot of the video is talking about tips and tricks that I have picked up while I've played Anno 117 to help you learn to play the game when it comes out November the 13th. I also talk about a lot of different features and a lot of discussion about differences between Anno 1800 and Anno 117. I do a lot of this by going through an already built up city that I built offline to use as an example showcase and kind of go through a lot of different gameplay elements that you might be interested in. There is a part 2 to this stream that's going to be coming out in a few days where we start playing with some layouts and talking about building sizes and what types of layouts might be really beneficial for you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already and hit the bell notification icon so you'll be alerted whenever I upload new content. With that, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to turn it over to Past Taka while we explore a lot more of Anno 117. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. See you later. Boom. There we go. What's up, everybody? Hey, Cybran. How's it going? You guys are lucky. World of Warcraft is still down right now. So I was like, WoW's out for the moment. Servers are still down. So, you know what? I'm going to play some 117 for a bit. So you guys are in luck. Because usually Tuesday is Warcraft Day because it's server reset day. So, you know, things have to be done on Tuesdays, but extended maintenance means you guys get a stream for a few hours, at least until dinner time. It's like 3:30 here. I usually have dinner at 5:30. I'm very regimented because I have to take medicine at a very specific time every day, so I eat dinner at 5:30. So we got about 2 hours. And then I'm streaming most of tomorrow, actually. I've got doctor's appointments in the morning, and then I'll be streaming when I get back from my doctor's appointments. So, yeah. Oh, wait, the hang tight's still there. We're here. We don't have to hang tight anymore. So, yeah, after I get done with my doctor's appointments tomorrow, I'll be streaming as well. There'll be the last stream for this preview period because I'm going out of town Thursday. And I'll be gone until Sunday. So, got a few things going on and everything. But yeah, this stream tomorrow, and then I'll have a couple of YouTube videos out. But I'll be out of town. I'm going camping. I'm excited. What's up, Ender? Spcraftender. Since you can't go past tier 3, I can upgrade to patricians. I just can't build anything from patricians. Since you can't go past tier 3, do you have any idea if there's going to be a larger shipyard? No, there's not. No, the shipyard is the shipyard. There are 3 types of ships, and that's it. Well, three classes of ships, and then you modify each one. So there's the Pentaconter you start with, and then there's the Trireme, and then the Quinquereme that you can research. Party at Taka's. No party at Taka's. Okay, so let's jump in. I can see them doing like a naval DLC at some point with some more naval-y type stuff and maybe a different type of shipyard maybe later on. I can see that. But I mean, there's only 3 types of ships and all of them are built at the shipyard, so... I started over, by the way. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Taka started over again and didn't stick with a single playthrough. I mean, how? That doesn't happen. I don't obsessively restart and never finish a playthrough. Ever. Meanwhile, I was just checking out... I can't pronounce his name. He's an excellent German Anno player. Raderlausch, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I really don't. But he is an excellent Anno creator. I was just kind of glancing at his Twitch and everything, and he's got like 110,000 global population. And I'm like, and I just started over again yesterday. What's up, Captain Jampool? How's it going? So, what have I done? How long have I? How long have I been doing this one? I've got 3 hours on this save right here. Most of it spent just piddling around. I piddled around for 3 hours. It didn't take me long at all to get all this right here built. I think I spent like an hour playing with these farms. I spent an hour on farms right here, just on this. This is like an hour's worth of work. So that 3 hours of playtime has not all been spent trying to get this built. It's been spent making pretty farmland. Because that's who I am as a person. So yeah, it's been fun though. Let me hit play so I can keep getting some stuff. I don't have the game already. This is there's 8,000 people watching Anno 117 content right now, so it's not just me. It's content, and it's not even an early access. It is a preview period. This ends, our access ends on Thursday. We just had a 1-week preview period for marketing and everything, just to show off the game and do some Twitch drops and stuff. That's it. So, but yeah, I mean, there's like 8,000 people watching Anno 117 stuff right now, so that's really cool too. That there's so much interest in it and everything. But anyway, so yeah, I worked on this. Part of this was I wanted to really test some different layouts. I know this looks a little chaotic, but this is actually a layout hidden in all of this mess. It is a... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 17 by 17. So, you know, the 10 by 10 from Anno 1800 that so many people are familiar with. I tried out the 10 by 10. I kept trying to make it work again, and I just couldn't get it to work right. It just wouldn't work right with the sizes of the buildings and everything to try to fit them in a nice square. So instead, I played around and I did a 17 by 17. And it's okay. This is it right here. This is the 17 by 17. It's 5 houses on each side with a tile with 2 extra tiles. Hey, this is endless mode. This is endless. This is not the campaign. This is the campaign. It would not look anything like this. You can't even do this much in the campaign right now. So this is a 17 by 17 that I came up with. You know, it's okay. It works. This had to be modified a little bit because I kind of needed... I didn't have a lot of building space right here, so I had to kind of squeeze stuff around. But you can fit... Like, I was able to get the Grammaticus, the market, the tavern, a sanctuary, and then since I had to kind of readjust it a little bit so I could get the theater in here some... You know, I didn't have much good space, so I threw down a loom weavery, which is for togas, and that's giving me +2 coins on all buildings around it, so that's, you know, a decent amount of cash, and then a couple of houses. But you could fit, you know, some more stuff in here. The problem with it is, you know, the market won't have as much reach over this way because it's over here. I'm really, really... still not sold that these types of layouts similar to the 10 by 10 are just going to work very well in 117. I'm still not sure on it. I keep trying to make something like a 10 by 10 or, you know, an equivalent work, and it's just not there. And it may not get there. Something like a 10 by 10 just may not work anymore. Human Plow. I love that name. I don't know why. I like your name. Human Plow, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome in with that. Thank you for using that here. I appreciate you. But anyway, so yeah, it's not totally sold on this. I'm going to keep playing around with some more layouts and everything. Not on camera or anything, just because it's tedious. And a lot of it's me sitting here doing this. So, no one wants to see that. No one wants to sit here and watch me do this for like a half hour trying to decide if it's going to work or not. Old Madden name from back in the day. Looking forward to the new Anno in time. Yes, me too. I'm really upset that my access to this ends in a few days. I'm distraught. I am distraught that my access ends in a few days. But it is what it is. It happens. We can't all have nice things all the time. Sometimes I have to let things go. Alright, so what I want to do actually is we've got, this is like my favorite island, by the way. Oh, this also is what I would consider like a prime game seed for like just a good game. I think this is a good seed. I think I found a really good seed. This is my favorite island because of this. Your ship's actually... Oh, see, she's going to do it. She's going to do it. This is my favorite island. Because they do go under this. Your harbor is in underneath the arch. And it's like... Oh, that's so cool. I love that. So, for one thing, it has my favorite island in the game. Second, this seed also... I'm going to go ahead and just let it play and let money tick up. This seed also has my favorite island with a really nice distribution of resources on it. So, I've got lavender, flax, murex snails, sturgeon, and gold. Okay? Pretty good. The reason these are pretty good is the flax and murex snails are awesome because of Minerva. Minerva is like going to be your go-to deity for your main island because of the big knowledge boost that you're going to get. I'm really close. Right now I'm getting +1 knowledge from all residences. I'm really, really close to being able to get +3 knowledge from all residences on the island. Really, really big right there. So she's a massive knowledge boost. She also boosts the production of your entire toga chain. All of it. The togas, the cloth, the linens, the purple, the cloth, the flax, the Tyrian purple, and the murex snails. She boosts the entire chain, which is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm getting a 40% boost on all of that. Very nice. I like that. She also does tunics, which is really cool as well. So Minerva is really, really strong and probably your go-to for your main island. So this island has both of the things on it that she can boost. Flax and murex. It also has sturgeon population, which is not... I can't show off how to use sturgeon and gold in this because it's patrician level stuff and I can't show off patricians. But it does have sturgeons and it has gold ore deposits, which are used in the patrician tier. So that's really good too. So you got some really good local stuff, and the sturgeons and the gold ore, that's patrician stuff. You need patricians for it. So having it local on the island is a big, big benefit. So this is like a really good, plus the lavender to make soap, and lavender farms themselves provide +1 happiness to all buildings. So like you could have lavender farms around your city within range of the houses to boost their happiness up. This island is like Chef's Kiss Island right here. I love this island. It's so good. Plus it has a lot of really good building space on it. Some nice flat space too. A lot of good flat land. Mrs. Mama Dragon, thank you for the 4 months in a row on that. Thank you for bringing that back here 4 months in a row. I appreciate that. So you got a lot of really good building space on it. It's got really great harbor area right here. You've got a harbor here. You've got a harbor over here inside the little protected channel. And then you've got a harbor area right up here. So some really nice defensible areas too if you are someone that's going to be kind of playing the military stuff. You can put a gate across here and, protect this side. And then over here, you can wall this off right here and have a wall right there. And so you have a really good defensible island. I really like this. It's a great little island. Really, really cool. Besides that, you have some good surrounding islands. Down here, where I have settled the island of Mimosa, you've got resin, olives, and grape and marble. This is all really, really nice because the resin and olives are needed for going from tier 2 to tier 3. Excuse me. I'm choking. I'm trying not to start, like, watering my eyes. It's got resin and olives, and you need those for going to tier 2 to tier 3. And it's got grapes, which are your equities can have wine, which is made from grapes, obviously. Olives and grapes are boosted by Cirrus, the entire chain. So wine and olives are being produced. We're going to make wine here soon. So this is a really good Cirrus island. And I can also boost bread and porridge. So I can have all of my bread production here and all of my porridge production on this island. And then I'm starting to build a city to start gaining more belief. So I can start leveling up her devotion. Right now I've got it to 20%. So a 20% boost on all of this stuff right here that I'm going to be producing. It's so good. Got some other islands I was going to go grab down here. I think, yeah, I was going to come over here and get Sandarak and a couple of other things and marble that I need. There's just some really good islands. This island right here has mackerel, oysters, and sturgeon. All of those can be boosted by Neptune. So the entire oyster chain, sardines can be made here, and then the garum chain can be produced here. This seed is phenomenal. And yes, I will share this seed with everybody at game release. Because it's a good seed. It's a really good seed. I found this and I was like, oh my. Taka likes this one. This has everything I want on it. Alright, so enough prattling. Yeah, I know. That's enough prattling for me. Let's get building. I forgot why I settled this island. Why? Oh, that's right, Sandarak. Sandarak and marble. That's why I wanted this island. So, let's see. We've got a mountain slot there and there. 3 slots up here. Okay. Alright. I think we're going to come this way first. Alright. Have you built Rome yet? Hey, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We'll build Rome at some point. It's going to be hard to build Rome without the amphitheater, and I can't show off the amphitheater, unfortunately, in this build. If I could, I would totally build Rome, but at release. Yeah, I will probably upload the stat. I kind of hate to upload that stream because I didn't really finish. You know, we quit after 4 hours and I didn't show everything. Because that's how I am as a human being. I constantly have to restart. But yeah, I probably will put these up on YouTube later. I'm sure I will. Alright, marble does need plebeians. However, I've been doing a bunch of research. By the way, just for, you know, the sake of what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Transparency. For the sake of trying to just, you know, since I'm time limited, I don't have the game forever. I'm time limited, so I have kind of just made this really easy. Just for getting everything built up. Everything is set to low. Consumption was set to low. Incident protection is set to positive. That way I never have incidents as long as my attributes are staying positive. The city status impact is easy, and I have research speed on very fast right now. Okay, so my research is done twice as fast, just because I don't have 5 hours to sit there and wait for something to be done researching. No, we can't show the amphitheater because that is a tier 4 patrician level building, and we can't show off anything from patricians right now. So I'm actually working my way down. I don't have the plebeian workforce yet. I'm working my way down to it. Right now I'm researching more fire safety area of effect, and then we're going to work down through extra libertas. Resin can use meadows, loading speed, and then plebeian workforce from the villa. Okay. A festival can be hosted on my main island. All buildings give income and prestige and a random specialist. Okay. For 2,500 gold, I'll take that. What item did we get for that? Meresimum, the reflective intellect. Residents in range, if supplied with hand mirrors, give +3 prestige. You know, not really something I care about right now. It's under NDA. This is the full game. This is the full version of the game. This is it. This is what you guys are getting on November 13th. There's no content lock. We literally have to just not show it off. Oh, look at that. Fire safety. I am getting 400 fire safety from this effect right here, which is about to end. This is something that happened when I started playing. When I first started playing and everything, my fire safety was in the negative. And this thing popped up right here and said, hey, your fire safety's really low right now. It was either 5,000 or 15,000. I can't remember which amount. One of those two amounts. And it said, we'll give you 400 fire safety for X amount of monies. And so I paid it, and I got 4 hours of plus 400 fire safety, which was really nice because it helped bring me back up into the positive, and then I worked up from there. And once I lose that 400, it's fine because I'll still be positive. No, they want to show a lot of the game off, but they still want to have some stuff that they don't want to spoil the entire game. Does that make sense? They don't want to spoil everything. How many monuments in the game right now? Just like Anno 1800 baseline, there's one monument. That's the amphitheater. Alright, so I need to come over here. You know what? I'm going to hold off. I'm going to wait till we have this research done, because it's not going to take long to get through this. 9 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. That's not bad. I'm going to wait to do anything on this island until I have those researches done. Instead, come up here, and I'm going to tell this to buy when under 50. I'm just going to buy some. It's going to be very expensive. It costs 104 to purchase. So it is very, very expensive to buy. You can buy just about everything, but it costs a lot. Siren, you got it. Who knows what I've been doing off camera. Well, a lot of people would play the full campaign and show off the entire campaign and spoil the entire campaign. And you know, there's stuff late game that's actually really cool that they want to hold off and not spoil people on with how it works. That's all I can say. Multiple monuments. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you can. I mean, we know the Hippodrome is coming as a monument-type building in the second DLC. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure that'll get put on the island as well. They've never been to, like, one to restrict how many you can build on an island. You just can build one of each. Okay, what was I going to do? Right, we need to get some wine started. My people need a little something to drink here, I think. I think my people need something to drink. That's going to be that. Come that way. So I think I'll come over here. I think we're going to come over here and do something that's going to make efficiency people cry and build whatever this is as a road. Now, The vintners... Oh, I do need concrete. I need to bring some concrete down here. Where's my boat? Come here, you. Albion is completely unrestricted. Albion is totally unrestricted. You can show everything in Albion. And I can say that there's really nothing special. The demo, you could go to tier 2. In the full game, of course, there's only tier 3 for each side. So there's one extra tier. There's no monuments or anything. You know, there's nothing super unique about Albion at the moment. I'm sure that will change with future patches, though. Alright, let's come down here and get some stuff started. What do you need to advance? I need to give you bread or garum and then some sandals. Okay. That's what I was working on. I was trying to remember what I was doing with these people, and that's what I was doing. It would make more sense to put an NDA on the campaign. I don't know, GN. I mean, everyone... To be honest, man, I don't mean to sound frustrated. I'm just kind of... But I'm a little frustrated. I've had to listen to so much bitching about content creators having early access to this preview period that anything about, well, why can't you show this, but you can show this, but why do you get to show it, but I can't play? I'm honestly like with it at this point. This is what they said we can show. Take it up with Ubisoft. I have no clue. There's been so much just unnecessary bitching about, you know, marketing departments doing what marketing departments do, which is giving the game to people to play early to, you know, try to draw more interest. I mean, there's a lot of people that have been coming into the stream saying, hey, I saw this game, had a lot of people watching it. I don't know what it's about. Can you tell me what it is? So obviously it's working and it's bringing people in. More people in that don't know about Anno. Where's my boat? Come here, boat. Villa Retinue was discovered. That's nice. It is kind of cool, actually. Just quick side note and get off that tangent. You always start with 35 tier 1 workforce, either waiters or Liberté. And then you can research text to get an additional 25, and then 50 plebeians, and then 50 equities. So you, the first milestone in Anno 1800, after you settled enough islands, was plus 50 free workforce. We're getting the plus 50 free workforce just through technologies, which I thought was kind of cool. All right. Hey, Janaris, how's it going? Yeah, money does talk. That is for sure. Money always talks. All right, so we've got some marble. I wanted the marble because I want to get down. Do I want to get down a bath? You know, I don't really need the baths right now. I'm in the positive. I can't have any incidents, so I think I just want to get a forum going. A forum gives plus population, income, and prestige to all buildings within the radius, and it does have quite the radius on it. Of course, I've built myself into a corner over here, because that's just the things that I do. I could be really inefficient for the moment, or I could just go ahead and put it over here where I know I want it. My mic is just constantly in the way. Yeah, I know. I'm ignoring it. It's because it's an island that doesn't need a patron god at the moment, but it's really pissy because it wants to have a patron. It wants me to choose a patron god, but I don't care because that island isn't going to have a patron god. So I'm just like, shut up, I don't care. Alright. You know what? I need you right there. Thank you. Ah, there's a... I didn't even see that right there. I had that planned perfectly. Whatever. Fine. Alright, surround with roads. That piece needs to... Okay, all of it just needs to go. And that. Ha. I love that I can do that. I can just manipulate how it turns and just make a very nice little angle. Oh, it just does it for me. It just does it for me. Okay. Okay, it does have access to water. And it's reaching all the way over here. Not bad. Has a pretty decent range on it, as you can see. Has a pretty decent range, and it also gave me quite a bit more cash. Yep, it's still going up from residences. Population is still going up. Okay, it's leveled out at 772. Nice, nice, nice. I will take it. Of course, I am getting the income from that. Is there a breakdown? Yeah, I'm getting 232 from that bonus right there. So that's really good to know. All right, cool. Oh yeah, you can change it anytime. Like, if I didn't want this to be Minerva, all I've got to do is go down, boom, reset the patron. All it does is go back down to 0, and you've got to wait for this bar to fill back up. It would fill up to 1,155. It'll just take a couple minutes. So that's the only negative, is you just have to wait for the bar, for this number to tick up to whatever it is. So yeah, you can change it at any time. Do you have any plans in the future, like down the road, I'll release to do No, I don't typically do stuff like that, unfortunately. Can you have the same god for multiple islands? Yep, of course you can. Part of the strategy of the game is to try to maximize your god's bonuses on different islands. And, you know, because I'm like, Ceres is probably going to be, and Ceres is your kind of agriculture, you know, she's your main agriculture goddess. She covers a lot of that stuff. And you're going to need, you know, a lot of these productions right here, a lot of this stuff. So she's a really good goddess for quite a few islands. And you kind of want cities on all of your islands. You don't want a production-only island. You know, if I just covered this in nothing but farms and used whatever free population I had, I would run out of that population, the free 50 population, really quickly, for one thing. There are a handful of items that reduce workforce for production chains. You can find those. However, the villa has a limited range. As you can see, it's in red because I already built one. It has a very limited range around it. And in order to build these things right here, you can get a couple. I think you can get 3 or 4 through technologies for free. But if you want to build up to 10 more, you need prestige. And to build the 10 that you can unlock through the prestige track, you need 36,000 prestige. Well, you're not going to get that on a 0 population island. So if you're familiar with Anno 1800, stuff like workforce sharing, commuter peers, that's out the window. Doesn't work with a game like it. Doesn't work in this kind of setting at all. You don't want 0 population islands because you want these bonuses. I want as much religion belief points on this island from having houses dedicated to the god, houses within range of sanctuaries, and later on there's like temples and stuff like that. You want all of that because you want those production bonuses. I want that 100% production bonus. You know, you want these global bonuses right here as well. There's global bonuses for having up to 7,000 devotion to a god. The ones for Ceres are really strong, actually. The shrines increase population and health around them, and you can place like quite a few of them on an island. The plow has 50% more fields, but allows 50% more productivity. And then the final one is increases island storage by 300. There's quite a few things. There are quite a few bonuses, so you want population on your islands. We won't have robots that have our... I know, exactly. It's crazy. Which god would be perfect for the island with the missing god? So, like, this island over here is mostly going to be used for minerals, marble, and sandarak. Okay? That's kind of the island. That's kind of what's going to happen on this island. Right now, there's no gods that boost those productions. So the god that I would probably go for here is still going to be Ceres. If I was to put population on this island. With the villa technologies that give you 50 population for the different population tiers, other than patricians, this would be a 0 population island. I could get away with the free workforce from the harbor and the villa on this island. I couldn't get away with it here because the 3 things I'm going to be focusing on here, sandarak, marble, and minerals, don't have anything that boosts them from gods. So you can set it to Ceres. You can set it to any of them you want, really, because if you're not going to put population on it, it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to think. You could... Okay, here's something you could do, thinking about it. You could do... Sorry, I'm thinking. I would either... So, for an island that is not going to have anything that's boosted by a god on production, and you don't care about it, I would say you would either go... And you're not going to have, like, houses and stuff on the island, because you can... The few things you're going to have on that island, you could get away with by, just using the villa and trading post populations. So as long as you can stay under that 50 each, 50 workforce, you could either do Mercury Lugus, and then just, put down like sanctuaries, shrines, temples, because those will also give you belief points from the production buildings and the farms and everything. So you'll still get a little bit. And if you can get even just 50% or 50 belief on the islands, you can get a 10% increase in trade revenue and, sell excess that you're producing that you don't need on your main island. So you could do that. Or you could go Epona to get more population if you wanted some additional population, but I'd have to test. I honestly don't know if the population that you get from her thing right here, production buildings provide additional population, but I don't know if that additional population has a workforce modifier attached to it. I have to check. Seems like a no-pop island would be better served. No, you can't. You don't want a no-pop... You don't want a no-pop island for Mars because you want to use Mars as your training ground for your population. So you need population to train your troops. Because Mars's bonuses have higher morale and reduce workforce and upkeep if they are trained on that island. So your Mars island will most certainly have a lot of population on it. You can't have self-sufficient islands. It's impossible. Making a military population? You can, if you want, yeah. But you want to make sure it has... You want to make sure you have iron. You want to make sure it has iron on it. This island doesn't have iron on it. There is a very specific spread of fertility distributions. So, like this island right here, the way its distribution is... I can look at that and I know, just because of my knowledge, that this island would never have iron on it. So this island would not really be the best Mars island unless you only used it for training troops. If you only used it for training troops, then you could do that and make this a Mars island. But for me, it would be better to have a Mars island that at least has iron on it, and then use that for training troops and weapon and armor production. That's just me. That's how I do it. You can do it, that way, the other way as well. It doesn't really matter. There's no perfect way of doing it. There's no perfect way of doing it, so you kind of do that how you would like, basically. And Manor Lord says, oh yeah, sorry, I did answer that. Yeah, you can't make islands self-sufficient. You can't even go from tier 2 to tier 3 on an island like this because you don't have amphora. You can't produce amphora or olive oil here. Now, you could buy those. You just have to make sure you can offset the cost of buying it, because you can buy those goods. So, but that's not self-sufficient. You see what I mean? It's not self-sufficient. Means you make it all yourself. You can't make everything that you need on one island. That's actually impossible because of fertility distribution spreads. Not all. There is no island that will have everything on it that you need to get all the way through. Because you have to have marble, you have to have marble, you have to have mineral deposits in patrician tier to make tiles. So to make mosaics, I mean not tiles. Tiles are this. There's mosaics in patrician tier that need mineral deposits. And that stuff doesn't always mesh together where the fertility distribution works. So it's impossible at the moment to have self-sufficient islands. Down the road, that could change, though. You can have a single island and never go anywhere else and buy stuff from the neutral traders. But that's not the same as self-sufficiency. At least not in my definition of it. What does she want? Oh, she just wants me to give her money. I can either do 10,000 for +8 or 3,000 for +2, or do not do anything and lose it. I'm just going to give you a less impressive sum. Yeah, alright. That works. Alright, so let's get back down here. I've been trying to do this for a while. But I love the discussions and everything else. So, keep them coming, because I do love the discussions about possibilities in the game of what is possible and what's not possible, and different things like that. And I mean, and I might be wrong. Someone could find a way to do these things, and that would be really cool if they did. At the moment, I don't see any way that it's possible, but there might be something I'm missing. Also, this right here, this paintbrush is so cool. To do this, you right-click, or not right-click, you the scroll wheel on your mouse. You click that, and it goes between, 4 different brushes for the farms. So I can paint the most inefficient farms ever and watch people absolutely rage about it. And just laugh, because I don't care. It's fun. Although that I can't do. That hurts me. I can't do that. That's weird. I took those out and it's still at 100 of 100. Fine, whatever. Birdman, I just talked about. That's what I was just talking about when you asked the question earlier. The whole discussion was about, workforce and sharing workforce and having, no population kind of islands. Oh, the link to... Oh, I probably never updated it. Someone can link it. Sorry. Someone can link it. I can't right this second. Sorry about that. My bad. I updated my YouTube channel name, and I forgot to update it on Twitch. It's literally Taka YouTube. It's youtube.com/Taka YouTube. I'm not losing out on anything by not having all the gods assigned. It's all depends on what I need. Like right now, I don't have an island I'm currently using for Neptune. Mostly because I'm producing garum, but I don't need much of it right now. So it's kind of like eventually I'll have a Neptune island, and I'll probably move all of my garum production there. I'll move all of my sardine production there. This is a tier 4 patrician chain right here with the caviar, with the oysters and caviar. I'll produce that on my Neptune island. Mars we talked about, Minerva and Ceres we talked about, things like that. So, you know, it's more of a, as you progress in the game and you unlock more stuff, you start specializing your islands dedicated to gods. That's actually a good way to think about it. In Anno 1800, you specialized islands for, like, you know, production or residential. In Anno 117, you're going to, at least the way I've always seen it so far, is you specialize your islands based around gods. But yeah, Space Birdman, if you go back and watch the VOD earlier when you asked the questions, I talked about it, about why workforce sharing doesn't really work and the commuter peer doesn't really work at all. I mean, I'm not the biggest. I mean, I'm pretty knowledgeable about Roman history, but I don't recall the Romans commuting to work across Latium every day on a boat. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't recall the Romans commuting to work on the highway every day or on a boat every day to work. Just remind me about that. Go ahead and put another warehouse over here just for the sake of it being close. Is it still possible to buy out islands? No, you can't buy out islands anymore. Again, Anno 1800 and Anno 1404, the older Annos, they kind of made sense for the setting. You know, how it worked with shares and stuff like that. Capitalism really wasn't a thing back in Roman times, so, you know, things like that didn't really work. And that kind of wasn't a thing. There are basically two ways of taking over islands in Anno 117. Either all-out war, go to war, take it over. Or you either get super, super buddy-buddy with the Emperor, and you get 100 reputation, and you can... wait, no. I said that wrong. It's either all-out war. Don't get snippy with me, Ares. You know what I'm talking about. Sorry. Anyways, okay. There is either all-out war. There's either all-out war, or you can ally with the AI. You can ally with somebody. Like, say Dorian was in my game. I could get into an alliance with Dorian. He will give me a pretty long quest chain. It's a personal quest chain. It's his story. Once he's done with that, I have the option of vassalizing him. And he becomes my vassal. That comes with other bonuses and things like that. So he becomes my vassal. And then I can annex islands of his if I want to. So that's the only peaceful way of taking over islands. You have to get into an alliance with them, do their quest chain, and then you can start then you vassalize and you can start annexing. The other way is also you can become a consul by getting 100 reputation, and you can do the same thing. Or you become a proconsul by rebelling against the Emperor. You rebel against the Emperor. They send a big old fleet of ships after you. If you defeat their fleet, then they will name you proconsul. And then you can do the same thing. Yeah, they did have slave trade, but slavery is not a mechanic in the game, so and they're just staying away from that entire mechanic. They discuss slavery quite a bit, but the entire slave mechanic they're not touching with a 10-foot pole. How are you planning to make your research go faster? So there's several ways. Early game, my go-to path early game is always to go trading post improvement, so I can upgrade my trading post for more loading ramps. And then sewing circles, which gives +1 knowledge area of effect to my spinners, which make tunics. So that's a really good early game knowledge boost right there. And then I go down... You can go down either side. I always go down market forces first for the extra 25% range on my markets. And then I go to Minerva to unlock her and start boosting my knowledge through that. Yeah, I guess that... Well, no, it's not, because it's the workforce is literally plus 50 Libertas workforce. So they're freed men. They're freed slaves for free. And then you can research from your villa to get more. So, like, my villa up here... it doesn't actually show it. My villa is actually giving me plus 25 more at the moment. Even though it doesn't say it anywhere, I don't think. Oh, it's right here. It's under effects. So, it's called a villa retinue. So, basically, it's saying that I've got 25 Libertas that live in my residence with me that are working. So, yeah, it's different. Oh, not a problem, Mysterious. Not a problem. But yeah, that's how early game research get started. But then after that, you start snowballing things. I'm getting 336 knowledge from my Grammaticus. I'm getting 89 from the theater, 132 from spinners, 103 from I have one shrine of Minerva right here. And all those green arrows are showing what it's boosting. 156 from that little white owl symbol with the 156. That is the bonus from Minerva's secondary line. So I'm getting 156 from my residences. And then everything else. It just shows you your breakdown right there of where all of it's coming from. So... Is the villa the only place with... there is the villa. So there's your villa right here. It starts with 4 slots. It only starts with 4 slots. And then you unlock more slots by increasing prestige. So I've got 1759 prestige right now. So I have 2 extra item slots unlocked. And I have 4 officias. Officias are basically like... they're a trade union town hall combo. There is no split trade union and town hall stuff. There's just specialists and specialist buildings. So you can build a limited number of these. I can build 5 right now. I think the maximum you can build is either 14 or 15. It's either 14 or 15 maximum, and that's through a combination of technologies and prestige. You need 45,000 prestige to unlock everything. You need 36,000 to get all 10 officias. I have 1761. You need 36,000 to get all 10. So it's a bit of a, it's not, you're not going to be spamming these things around like you did in Anno 1800. Sorry, I'm trying to go back and read through questions and stuff. Let me pause real quick. I'm trying to go back and read questions. Is the AoE stuff for buildings hard? No, it's not at all. Not at all. It's really easy. It's really... I mean, so public service buildings, your city watch stuff, all of that is based on road range now. There's no circles to it like it was in the demo. Like my Grammaticus here is stretching all of this right here, being covered by this one Grammaticus on stone roads. So plenty of range on it on the roads. Production buildings use the circular radial for their area of effect. Okay? So production buildings use a radial for the area of effect. Public service buildings, your city watch stuff, all of that uses road radius. Well, road range. And it's really easy. It's not difficult. Yeah, you can build multiple of all that kind of stuff. That stuff's not limited. If it was limited, it'd be really bad. But yeah, you could build multiple of all these things. It's per island. Per island, Linnea. So if I want like all 15 officias on this island, I have to get my prestige to 36,000. If I want to have all of the item slots unlocked in the villa, I need 45,000. So you're not, like I said, you're not going to be spamming that stuff out like you did. On an island like this right here, I've got the villa. I've got 2 officias I can build. I might get 3 on this island, and that's it. And the officias only have 2 slots. Ever. That's it. They only have 2 slots. So, yeah, it's not... Items and stuff are pretty strong in the game. There are some good... There are some strong items. There's a few items that are borderline kind of broken, but you won't ever use one of them because they're unique. But for the most part, the specialists are really pretty simple. They're not... I don't have any on this island to show. I can show some over here, though. So I've got this guy right here. Residents in range have 20% more workforce from residents. Because your workforce is not the same as your population. Like, I have 16 equities in this house. I only get 20% of that population as actual workforce. So you don't get as much. But this item right here is giving me an additional 20%. So I'm getting a little bit more. So it's stuff like that. And that's a purple item. That's an epic item. And it gives 20% workforce. This right here, Iron Mines, will be provided with a new area of effect buff that gives +1 knowledge to all buildings in range. This is one right here that came from the Hall of Fame. Again, it's pretty good, actually. But it's not like completely overpowered, and I can only have 1 of them. And how many sanctuaries am I going to realistically have in range? Maybe 2? Maybe? I probably really actually have 4. 1 on each. One here. No, not even 4. Probably just 2. Just 2 of them. So it's not really that overpowered and broken. So, you're not... Items are going to be a good part of the game, but it's not going to be like it was in 1800, essentially. No, you can't overlap. You can't overlap officiums and villas and stuff like that. So, and they have a fairly decent range on them. Yeah, I think this is a good compromise. I did prefer the modular system, but the way they've done it and the way the items and stuff work, it's a decent compromise. And you know what? It works. It works for me. I'm cool with it. I can live with this. Let me put it that way. I can live with this, and I think it will be. I think it's perfectly fine. Some people are still a little, salty and up in arms over the whole thing. But, it is what it is. This is Ubisoft Mind's game. If that's what they want to do, then you know what? Hey, that is fine by me. I will work with what they give me. Do I want to put this here? Do I want the vintner on this island, or do I want to go ahead and just get... How many do I need? Come here. 14. God, that's a lot. It's a lot of workforce for that little thing. I do want to play the game. I want to play. Why don't I have all the specialists allotted? Because I don't need those specialists. I don't need these two. I don't have any iron mines in range, and I don't have iron mines on this island, so I don't need that one. And I'm not producing hand mirrors. So these two specialists don't do anything for me. And I haven't gone to I haven't gone to look for more specialists for the other ones because I don't care. I guess that's the word, what I'm looking for. I just don't care. Right, I don't have to make separate barrels. It's all in one thing. I think I am just going to do the vintner here, and we're just going to go ahead and get these guys upgraded to patricians. Not patricians, equites. So I need one more thing produced here. I guess I can do some bread here, because I do want to produce my bread here. And then I'll do sandals, because sandals give population and income. That'll work. Alright, let's get those going real quick. Have I got any impressions about the AI? The AI seem... they're okay. That's my impression. They're okay. I don't really care too much about playing with AI, to be honest. Sometimes I get the itch to play with them. Usually I don't. Nothing wrong with them. I played with them a little bit in different things, and you know they're fine. I'm just not that big of an AI player type person. The research specialist would be good, right? The one that are you talking about? The one that gives +1 knowledge area of effect boost to iron mines? Let's see. I'll make sure I'm actually producing enough of those. Yes, I am. Okay, good. And then I need to do bread. I've still got three spots left here. Oh, come on. I want to put I don't know why, but I want to put a house right there. Yay! I'll put a house. Okay, let's fix the olive grower. Fine, whatever. I like that I can do little things like this. Just little houses dotted around. Oh my god, the beauty building potential of this game. Just, oh, it just makes me happy. It makes me happy, guys. I love it. Just, I can dot little houses around and not be worried because, you know, it doesn't have access to a market. I don't care. I'm leaving these guys as libertis anyways. So I can do whatever I want with them and make it look cool. Ah, love it. Alright, sorry. I had a moment. I have moments on occasion. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 wheat farms here. Take that back, put you down there. Alright, we're just going to... Alright, we're going to go there with it. Then I'm going to do this. For fun. And because I know it's going to aggravate people, me doing weird stuff like that. Alright. Facepalm, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome in. Are there any ornaments that fit? You can do some weird, tricky things with ornaments. I did it up here. I did some fun little things with ornaments right here. You know, I got it on a corner. I got a tree squeezed in there. You can squeeze stuff in, like this little spot right here. It's a little tricky, but you can, because you see how much more space this takes up on a 45. So you have to be kind of careful with how you do it. See, if I did that See, I can't fit anything in. Yeah, I mean, there's no halves. There's no half ornaments. So you kind of have to be careful about how you handle weird spots, but you can squeeze stuff in. Yeah, you can do that side brand. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do. There's so many cool little things you can do. I mean, I've been called a sellout already because I'm praising the game. You know, God forbid that I, as a human being, actually enjoy a game because it's genuinely fun. But I guess since I'm a content creator, the moment I praise a game, that means I'm a sellout. I'm just like, okay. I mean, whatever. Sorry, I'm having fun. I think that's what it comes down to. I'm sorry, I'm having fun, and you're not. But I'm genuinely having a good time with this game. But some people said that's not allowed. All right, we'll put a. I don't like the bakery. Just again, this is a silly thing, but I want my bakery like. It doesn't necessarily have to be like right there, but it's got, the bakery has like a little storefront. See? It's got a little storefront where it's selling bread. It needs to be somewhere in the city. Good evening. Skip the demo. Want to go... Oh, I'm trying to put a... I saw people put wells in weird spots. Yeah, you can put wells in some weird spots. If you start in Albion, is there different research? No, it's the same research. Same research tree. Skip the demo, wanted to go in blank, but this has already got me nervous about how many hours I'm going to waste. Yeah. Exactly. How dare I enjoy a game? Just, how dare you enjoy this game? And I'm just like, sorry, not sorry. I'm enjoying the game. And I'm not going to be upset about enjoying the game. There we go. Alright, now we'll just kind of fill this in the back a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. At least the bakery doesn't feel like it's just sitting by itself. And I'll lose a little bit of fire safety, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. I'm giving... Yeah, I see. I'm even giving them amphora, so that's fine. And they're going to have bread soon, and then I can upgrade these guys into equities and then get our wine going finally. Just go ahead and upgrade all these guys over here, too. Lovely. Oh, hush, you're fine. It's just... It gets mad because I'm upgrading, and then it has to recalculate everything. I want fresh bread. I know. I kind of do. Oh my god. Stop. I kind of want fresh bread now too. Like, I want to go to... Are you done recalculating? Over and over and over. Oh, I forgot to put a road. Oh, wait. No, I do want this second one. Yeah, I want the second one. Even though it's not in the spot, I'll move him later whenever I kind of do some more redesigning. Olive Garden breadsticks? I might have to ban you for that one. Hey, Monkey, how's it going? Thank you for the first time chat. Yeah, they've changed a bunch of stuff. The demo is very clearly way out of date. You know, they told us that the demo was, you know, was very out of date in terms of mechanics, and it's definitely shows that it is out of date compared to the rest of the game. Let's make sure I'm producing enough stuff here real quick. Let's compare. Besides the soap, I only need to worry about what I need to look at. Right? Yeah, okay. All I care about looking at is... Okay, I do need more olive oil now. We're still good on amphora. Oh, I need to go turn wine on. I have wine disabled, I think. No, I have it turned on. I'm not producing. Yeah, I was looking at it wrong. I was like, why is that not right? I had a brain malfunction because I haven't actually built the stupid vintner. Get it together over here. Get it together, Taka. There we go. Alright, vintner up and running. Now I can compare. Okay, we're producing enough. We're good. Okay. Fine. Here, watch this. There. Shut up. Just shut up. Alright, wine is being produced. That's good. I just needed some more olive oil. Do I need more olive trees, though? Maybe not. Let's put down another olive press. Oh, I don't need you right here at the moment. Thank you. Let's throw down another olive press for a second. And Simon says probably another. I don't know how many I need. We'll just start putting some down until it fixes itself. Did I get that research done? Oh, hey, I'm almost done with the 50 plebeians. Good. So yes, I can move the resin tapper, like, over here. Alright, put the resin tapper over there. Let's put down one. This is how I'm going to forever and always now make farm fields. And watch people absolutely have meltdowns about it. Because I am nothing if not just an actual troll in disguise. Perfect. Just needed the one. Good deal. Hey, Kevin. How's it going? Alright. All of that is good. Good on all of that. We're good there. Fire safety has gone down a little bit, as to be expected. Yeah, the minus 72. That's okay, though. Grab ourselves fire station. I'm probably going to build another little, like, harbor area right here. So let's just put you right there for the time being. Alright, that'll work. I'm in the positive. I won't have fires. I'm good. I don't have to worry about doing anything else with it. So the only thing I need to do now is just make sure. I'll probably get about... I'll probably wait till I have like 20. No, not even 20. Maybe like 10. 10 wine. We'll wait till I have 10 wine. How do I find the game so far? You know... I'm enjoying it quite a bit, actually. I'm having a lot of fun with it. With this release version, you know, they've made a lot of good changes. I really am enjoying it at the moment. Yes, there's things that, you know, I'm like, that could have been a little bit better, but you know what? It is what it is. Maybe they'll adjust it later on in a content patch. We'll see. But in general, I'm happy. I plan on doing a full review of the game after it comes out, by the way. I've had several people ask me, are you going to do a review? And yes, I will do a review of the game. But I'm not going to do it until it releases. Simply just because, you know, I can't technically show off the full game. And I've seen a few content creators that have put out their reviews of the game already. But when I look at the reviews, it's typically based on the demo. They're like, you know, I play Anno 117 and here's why I think it's bad. And like, you played a 6-month-old demo. So that's not... It's a little disingenuous to me. And I don't agree with it. So I'm waiting for the full game. I'm just going to wait for the full game before I do any sort of actual full reviews of the game and its contents. You know, I wouldn't mind actually making, you know... Now I'm just gonna set to buy concrete. I'm just gonna set this to buy concrete when under 100. When under, yeah, 100. That's fine. Because I want to upgrade some of these roads right here. Any performance improvements? I mean, I don't have any good comparison because I have a fairly decent rig, so it's always ran perfectly fine for me. So I don't have any basis for comparison on, you know, if there's been performance improvements, because it's always, I've never had issues with performance. So unfortunately, I cannot really answer that very well. Wait, I keep putting a wall there and then I destroy it because I remember I don't want the wall there. Hey, Siki, thank you for coming in with the first time chat, and you're very welcome. I'm glad the videos have been helpful for you with Anno 1800. Alright, what do we need else here? I need to give them some writing tablets, and then they'll have their wine, and then we'll basically be done. Cool. Alright, let's, I think I've got one more slot. I have one more slot available. Let's go ahead and grab wine. Drop that off there. Right, I wanted to come down here. Where are you at? You come back up in here. Thank you, human. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've got a ton of Anno content that I'm planning on making at launch and everything. So, yeah, I'm gonna be busy. Alright, let's make ourselves a little gate. Okay. The leaning walls of Rome, I guess. You know, I could push that back a little bit, actually. I think I could push that back. No. Damn it. Tell me I can't. Well. Okay, it doesn't quite make a nice corner. Let's see if I can tidy that up somehow. A tower, maybe? No, can't tidy it up with a tower. It just does not like doing that. Okay, we'll just pretend I didn't do. Well, I'll figure something out with that later. I don't know what. Good enough. Good enough. What? Oh, I can't get anything in that corner. Oh, it's gonna drive me insane. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, what? I could put a road there, but I can't put a bush. You'll let me drag a road into this weird corner, but you won't let me drag a bush. Why? I could do that. Ah. All the farm animals. Okay, I cannot spend all day on this little corner. Because I can spend all day on this little corner. Trying to make it right. Okay, just go away. Just go away. Anno and slanted buildings name a more iconic duo. Seriously. I will say that was the one thing about the modular villa. And I think it's one reason they decided not to go with it, because the islands are all slanted. They have hills everywhere because of the aqueducts. Aqueducts have to run down hills, so the islands are not flat, and the villas were just all over the place. They were doing some wacky stuff. Is it possible to remove the fence? No, it's not. So, but not all farms have fences. So, like this lavender farm comes with fencing, but the flax farms don't. There, you can see a line if you mouse over it, but if you take it away, there's no fencing. So some farms have fences, some farms don't, and there's no rhyme or reason as to what has it and what doesn't. But see, like these two right here blend in. So like this oat farm does not have fences. But the wheat field does have fences, but since they are almost the same color, it blends in together and you don't even see it. Olives also don't have fences, so it's random if it has a fence or not. It's very random on the fencing situation. Alright, Blind Faith is almost done. That's good. I find that offensive. I like you. I like you. I'm sure mods... I'm sure this will be an early thing that modders do, especially the people that make, like, you know, decorative mods and, like, ornamental type stuff. I'm sure they will come through and quickly remove the fencing from these. I can see that happening real fast. Although, actually, out of curiosity, just... get rid of that for a second. Just want to see something. No, okay. I just wanted to see if I could change it with the tool, but no, I can't. That's fine. Yeah, there is no other appearance for this, so can't do anything else with the cosmetic tool on the farms, unfortunately. I would like to see the walls removed, just in general. I mean, they look... they're fine, I guess, but at the same time, I like to do things like this and have, you know, vast farms together, and I don't want to see the fencing between them. So, yeah, I could totally see not wanting to have them together. But, like, the wheat fields blend in. You see how they blend together? They blend together and you don't even notice it. It's really just... it's the lavenders and the hemp farms. They're the big culprits because of the way the farm, the crops and stuff are, and because it uses the stone wall, and the crops are different, so it's, you know, it's very noticeable. It's very noticeable. Okay. Last thing I need to do is writing tablets. Okay, that's doable. We can come down here. What we'll do is use our governor's villa on this island. Let's just put it out here. Just, I don't care. We'll put that right here. And it only gave me... it's because I'm like, where's my 50 plebeian workforce being researched? Being researched. Okay, that'll be done here in just a second, though. So, also, I need to queue up some more stuff for research after this is done. Let's see. I've got a bunch of new stuff unlocked here. I have not gone to Albion at all, so I don't really care about the Albion side. The only thing I would say on the Albion stuff... oh, okay, thank you. Is this right here is nice. An extra 50% water supply. I'm going to grab that. No, I don't want that right now. I don't need that right now. What I need... is this. I need that. I need the trading piers. My harbors are getting... my single trading post is getting backed up. So we're going to go firmer foundations, and then go trading piers, and then go quays, decorate the harbor area, next trading post improvements. Pretty much all of this. I want most of this stuff, so we'll queue up everything right there. Oh, repair cranes are done. I like repair cranes even if I'm not going to use them. Peer-to-peer. They've got the puns. There's a few puns Okay, so I need Sanderac nurseries and apiaries for the Tabulous Workshop. I can't do math, so basically I know I only need one of each to support one of these, but beyond that, I just use the bars. I know someone's going to be like, it's this, Taka. This is the math for... I don't know math, people. Don't ask me to do math. Don't even ask me to understand how to figure out 130 into 2 minutes. And everyone tries to help me with it. They're like, oh, it's just, every 30 seconds you add... Just don't even attempt it, because I'm going to look at you like... I will phase out. I can explain it once I see it, but I can't tell you how it works. It's all math is magic, is black magic to me. I don't know. Grab a warehouse. We'll use you. Go ahead and upgrade you for more storage. Armor smithing done. Lovely. And then we're working on... Why am I working on that again? I don't need to be working on that. Oh, it's because I was going down towards reservoirs. That's why. I was like, huh, okay. I want you guys to see this. I've got 1,400 knowledge per minute. This is going to take me 2 hours to research. That's on 2 times research speed. It is slow. Research is slow. Alright, we'll get you over there. Well, let's continue expanding our main city while I wait for some of that to... Oh, wait, I do need to find a place for the Tabulous Workshop. This also comes with a nice +1. I really wanted to fit it in right here. I thought I was going to be able to fit the Tabulous Workshop in right here. I forgot the Tabulous Workshop is 4 tiles wide, not 3 tiles wide. And I was like, damn. Because I was really hoping to be able to fit that in and like cover all of these houses with, get an additional +104 knowledge. I had a sad because I realized we can't have nice things around here. I don't care about... honestly, all those charts, like the Anno 1800 production timer chart, actually caused so much harm when it came out. Because people looked at it and they saw, the production chain for canned food calls for 6 canneries, 4 artisanal workshops, blah, 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 and that's what they would build. They would build that. As soon as they unlocked it, they would build it. Because they look at the chart showed this, they built that. Do you know how many people I had to sit and explain? No, that's not how that works. Jesus God. They're fine as long as people understand how they work. If they don't know how they work, they cause so much trouble. And honestly, you don't need it. All you got to do is go right here. It's like, I plop it down. What I usually do is I would put down the end production first. Put down the Tabulous Workshop. Hit Control Q. Go over and start finding what I gotta have. I need 1 per minute of that, and then I need 1 per minute of that. Well, let me check my other island real quick. Yep, okay, I built 1. It's making enough. And, well, I have that there too. And I'm making more than enough honeycombs. Okay, cool. Done. I don't need a chart. If you like charts, that's fine. I'm not saying don't use charts. I just don't understand the point of the charts when the stat screen exists. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's the problem. A lot of people, especially the people looking for those charts, especially are new people to the game. They're new players. And they see that chart and that they don't understand what the chart means, so they take it literally, which, I mean, that's a fair mistake to make, honestly, to take it literally, because, you know, you're looking for something that is going to explain how this function works. And you see that, and so you do that thing. And then, yeah, because you don't know. You didn't know that that's not what you do. Where did I put it? Oh, it's up here still. I was like, where the hell did that stupid thing go? So, yeah, I mean, charts are fine, but everything you need to play an Anno game is available in the game. Everything you need to... Now, there's stuff that you can get online, you know, from like the wiki and stuff, to give you more knowledge if you want that. But everything you need to know is available in the game already. Looking forward to learning the ins and outs of your game. Awesome, yeah. Why didn't I do that years ago? Yeah, honestly, that's just the easiest way to do it. Especially like togas. Togas, we had a big discussion about this Sunday all about togas. Togas is what I call the new canned food, okay? It's a ridiculous chain. One loom weavery, just one. And I've only got one. He's right here. One loom weavery needs 2 weavers. And you can see how many I have on the island when I mouse over it. I need 2 weavers, 2 dye works, 3 flax farms, and... Oh, wait. No. I think I have some of those slept. 2 flax farms and 2 snailleries. So it's 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. I need 8 inputs for 1 toga. But if I built a second toga, I don't just double everything. I do double the weavers and the dye works. I double these. So then I'll have 4 weavers and 4 dye works. But I won't have 4 flax farms. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare one. I hate it. I hate it so much. So that's why I just plop down the last one and then work your way backwards. It's just the easiest thing to do. Build the final thing and then use the stats screen to go backwards and figure it out. When you have weird timers on stuff, it's just the simplest part. It's what I've always done, and I'm like, eh. There's an old saying, and some of you may know this saying, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. That's been my philosophy with Anno games. KISS. Keep it simple. Just keep it simple. There's no need to make it more than what it needs to be. Just keep it simple. All right, let's get this guy set up on a trade route instead of me sitting here blabbing on more and more. Because I've been blabbing. That, and that. Boom. Establish route. Done. Go. Make me my writing tablets. Yeah, and it's so much easier with this since, like, I mean, of course, I've not even been to Albion at all in this particular save. So everything I need, I've gotten all the way to tier 4 with a balance, you know, with a positive balance, some denarii, 2,600 population, good amount of knowledge and belief, prestige, and all the good things. And this is all I've really built. That's it. That's all I've had to build to get to tier 4. And this really is more than what I needed. I didn't even need to build that much. You can get so far in this game with very, very little. You can do quite a bit with very little. You don't have to build a big city unless you want to. You can do a lot with not much. Oh, a decision. A Voices from Elysium. As whispers of war, I don't know why I did that voice. As whispers of war, poverty, and disease sweep the empire, the priesthood in the city of Mimosa urge you to consult the oracle. Sybil wants a sacrifice. What do I want to know? All right. Oh, God. Success chance, 50%. Sorry, my chair is squeaky right now. All buildings on island get +1 income, minus 25% upkeep, and plus 300 belief. And I get a +5 reputation change. Oh, okay, I have to pin this because it's so long. On failure, minus 600 belief, but I still get +5 with the Emperor. Okay. Inquire about military affairs. On a 50% chance of success, troops in I mean, this one doesn't matter at all. Okay, they all, on failure, they all give minus 600 belief. So we'll just look at the success. So this one's military focused. But you do lose rep with the Emperor. Because I have Julia, and she doesn't like warfare stuff. So if this was Calidus, the other Emperor, it would be +5. You would gain reputation because he likes military. So it depends on which Emperor you chose in your game setup. For your sandbox game on the reputations. Depends on the events and everything. Or I can do calamities, and I can get +1 health and fire safety for 4 hours, plus the 300 belief. Okay, this is on Mimosa, which is my little farming island. Oh. Ooh, do we gamble it? Oh, I think I might gamble this. God, 600 belief is... that's gonna suck. I like the idea of the income, though. Oh. I could save scum. No, I can't, because I can't get out of the screen. I can't get out of the screen. Well, I could save scum. How hard is it? I mean, it's not. It's not going to be hard at all. I just have to wait 4 hours. There's just a 4-hour timer. So after 4 hours, I would get the belief back, but I would lose that 600. Basically, I'd be in the negative because I don't even have 600 belief on this island. So I would actually go into the negative. I would lose all of my bonuses that I currently have. I think I'm getting like a 20 or 30% bonus. I think I'm getting a 20% bonus to production right now. Oh! Juno, Queen of Elysium, weaves a golden thread through your destiny. Nice! Minus 25% upkeep, +1 income on all buildings. Oh, there needs to be a space right there. On Mimosa, plus 300 belief. Oh! Wait, did I just pay 15,000? Oh, I did. I just paid 15,000 for that. I didn't even pay attention to that part. Whatever. Whatever. Yay! Yeah, see, I didn't even have that. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Oh, wait. Festival can be hosted on Mimosa as well. Bakeries, vintners, and breweries provide an additional +1 income, and we get that. Okay, I can do that. And we got another item. Let's see what we got. We got soap chains give +10% productivity. Okay. The son of building son. The building son. Sorry, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I am just that kind of person. All right, cool. I do want to upgrade some of these roads, though. Let's just upgrade the main road down to the docks. How about that? Yeah, we'll just upgrade those. That gives my sanctuary a little bit more reach. Yeah, it's going to get us up to 572. That's not bad. Interesting. I didn't get the... Oh, no, there it is. It's the 300. Why was that? Oh, I'm thinking 600. I get into 300, so I actually have 273 belief on this island. Okay. Cool. Fun. Wait, what is happening? Oh, okay, that unlocked, and the harbor. The crane unlocked. Cool. And you're working on firmer foundations. Lovely. Thank you. All right, can we upgrade yet? We can't upgrade just yet. Oh, you're still... Wow, that thing is so slow to produce. All right. Did it do anything weird? It did. Okay, so it looks like the harbor roads, for some reason, are sitting one tile higher. And I guess that's just so they stay level and stuff doesn't clip through. But it does create a weird little thing right there. That needs a little ramp right there. That needs a ramp transition from the harbor road to the ground level road, because that pisses me off. It has to be perfect. All right. Next, what am I doing here? Just kind of looking and seeing what I've got and what I want to do. And I think what I want to do is get some boats coming in. So let's get boats started. I want the sailmaker front and center because that's a cool building. That sailmaker is so cool. Don't look at it. I know, don't look at it. Hide your face. Yeah. I'm going to be like, fix that. Just fix that. Fix that, please. It's going to drive me insane. I can't deal with it. I've got to put a sheep farm in here. Will you reach? Yeah, you'll still reach. Good. Oh, that'll be fine. Boom. Okay. Sheep farm down. And then we need rope. Okay. Alright. Rope maker can go right there. Do I... Yeah, I probably do have to have... Yeah, I do need one more. Can I get rid of some tunics? Oh, actually, I can. I'm making way more tunics than I currently need. But I only have 3 on the island. You're not doing much for me, honestly, so you can go. Did that totally screw things up? Nah, good. Okay. Alright, so now I don't need another hemp farm. That's lovely. Yep. Okay, we don't need more pot, because that's exactly what that icon looks like. It does. I'm sorry. The hemp icon looks exactly like a pot leaf. I mean, it just does. It's a pot leaf. I don't love that. I don't love that. I don't... Shut up, Valeria. Go away. Oh, hold on. It's about to be... I think it's about to be a bunch of pop-ups. Oh, hold on. Pumpkin, honey. It's a leaf. You're fine, honey. I don't really want to do that right now, Valeria. I'm kind of busy. There. Okay, that's better. That was going to annoy me. There was too much space between it. I can't stand that. I know you touched on it before. You've done thoughts on housing layouts. Yeah, we talked about it earlier when I first started the stream. This is a 17 by 17 that I was playing with up here. This right here in the green. That's a 17 by 17 I was playing with. It mostly works. I'm just not happy with it. Anything smaller and you really can't fit much in. Like a 17 by 17 will fit, you know, a tavern, a market, a grammaticus, a sanctuary. You can squeeze in something right here. You've got some space for like maybe some houses up here or, you know, public service buildings. You can fit quite a bit in a 17 by 17. You can't go any smaller than a 17 by 17, or you can't fit in like all the public service buildings, and then things start getting awkward. So yeah, I'm not for sure. Greetings from France. Live in Texas, actually. Hey, Machox, how's it going? All right, so all of that's going. Oh wait, I haven't even built a shipyard. Let's just plop him right there for the time being, because I do want to build... Do I need... I think I just want a pentaconter. Nah, let's go ahead and get a trireme. I can afford them. We'll just do triremes. What do I need for that? Quite a bit, actually. Emperor has a request. 91 wood. Sorry. I won't talk about what just popped up. The stupid childish thing that just popped in my head for no good damn reason. Oh, just take all of it. Let's go give the Empress my wood. Yeah, whatever. We are from France, consume mass quantities. I bet so many people here don't know that reference at all, and it's making me really sad. Oh, you know, I could actually get rid of the bakeries on this island. Just, you know, thinking about it. Let's pause the game. Let's get rid of the bakeries. Real quick. Oh, let's go turn in the timber. You can do all this pause, by the way. There. Alright. And... oh, nice! I'm a supporter! Awesome! 25% reduced island settlement costs, 20% better items, and 15% better price of goods, and can re-roll from a specific niche at traders. Oh. Ooh, let's go check that out. Come here, you. Let's go check that out. Alright, let's trade that. Items. Options. Ooh. Look at this! We can specify! Oh. I can specify a reroll, so I can choose what I want. And then at favorite, I can tell it either I want rare or epic. That is so nice. I knew this feature was in. I just not actually seen this feature myself. Oh, that is really cool. All right, let's just test it. Okay, so if I do, let's just do civic, reroll all. We have. Wait, did I not do it right? Oh wait, standardized random reroll, or that. Okay, it's because I screwed things up. So, niche reroll. There we go. So, but it gave me religion and civic. Huh, interesting. I told it civic, and it gave me 2 civic and 2 religion. Porridge stands in range, residence... So this is right here is not bad at all, actually. What's the epic one? That's the hand mirror one. We have that one. Residents give... I mean, and it's not even that much. 0.6. Niche reroll. It's not working. It's not working. Or is it... Wait. Oh! I'm an idiot. Guarantees results of a certain category. So it's not all of them, but I will have at least 1 civic. I understand it now. Okay. Here's a really good epic item right here, actually. Especially if you are... Oh, that's prestige air effect. Never mind, that's not a good one. Well, I mean, it is a good one for stacking prestige. So Medici in range... have an additional area of effect of +1, one more patrol, and then minus 10% response time. So it's actually not bad. I'm going to spend all my money re-rolling again. Prestige from Soap. Luscious Soaper. Tanneries in range. You would never have... I mean, that would give you a little bit... You'll never have tanneries around your homes. But if you had your tanneries out around like your pig farms and all that kind of stuff, then your pig farms and anything around that's going to get area of effect. So that's not bad. Hey, Cammy, if you after I'm done streaming, which will be here soon because it's about dinner time for me, if you want to go back to on the VOD and just watch like the first part of the VOD, I do talk about the layout. I do talk about layouts early on. I've talked about them quite a bit already, several times already, because people have been asking, which is perfectly fine. But I don't want to just keep repeating myself. And this video will be up on YouTube in a few days. Oh, interesting. Fishing huts and scomber shacks in range, workforce needed minus 25%, and it runs on plebeians instead of libertas. Huh. I'm gonna wait 38 seconds for that to cycle. Did y'all notice that, by the way? That when you're in the trade with them, this doesn't, the timer stops. That's a really cool little quality of life feature. The timer stops when you're actually looking at the trade window, so you don't have to worry about it counting down and you don't know if you want the item yet or not. That's a really cool little feature. And when you go out of the screen, then the countdown starts again. So, fun, nice little feature right there. Whoops. Unpause, but slow down. I don't want to go that fast. Okay, what we got right here? Ooh, troop recruitment stuff. That's really nice. Stack that right there for barracks and get some... Stack stuff like this along with Mars and get some super cheap units. Tannery again. Knowledge from fine glass +3. That's really good. Residence in range gives 0.6 fire safety. Holy crap. That's actually really strong. I bet there's even a better one. Glass smelters give prestige. Vintners and wine chain. Plus 20% productivity. I may have to have that. Prestige from tunics.
Just the necessities.
Residents give prestige. Residents give knowledge. Why not? Armorers give prestige. I'm sorry. I'm kind of stuck in here looking at stuff. Let me get out of all this. I'll be here all damn day. I'll be here all day looking at that. Yeah. So there are some decent items and stuff and everything in the game that you can use, but it's not necessary. Like, I mean, look, I've got 611 fire safety right now. I really don't need that item that's going to give me 0.6 more per thing. Just out of curiosity, though, since I am playing just to see how it is on easy, let's bump this up to hard. So what this setting right here does is the attributes, so your fire, health, and happiness, you can set those to easy, medium, or hard now. I have it on easy just to see how it is. Let's really quick remember what I've got. 611, 563, 392. 611, 563, 392. And that's on easy. Let's put this on hard. I want to see what it does, actually. So, 611 down to 350. 500, was it 5 something? 5 something down to 194. And then this is down to 177. Hold on, I'm going to, I got to screenshot this so I can compare. Okay, screenshot, boom. All right, now let me go back and put that back on easy. This will give me an idea of the difference. Wait, not incidents. Incident. This one. Okay. I love that you can swap this stuff in the middle of the game. It's great. Okay, so my happiness per residence currently is negative 4.8. And this is at city status level 5. At hard, it was minus 7.2. Health, negative 2.8 on easy. Negative 4.2 on hard. Fire. Okay, so belief, knowledge, and prestige are not affected by that setting at all. It's only health, fire, and safety. Fire was the smallest change. It didn't change by much. Happiness and health were the two biggest hits. Especially happiness. Happiness had the biggest hit, it looked like. Actually, yeah, happiness had the biggest hit, honestly. So, that's interesting. So even on hard, and I've not been super efficient with my planning and my layouts. Like, I've got houses that are not covered by fire stations. I've only got a single custodia covering this part of the city. I've got one fire station over here randomly. I do have a cistern over here covering all of that, and I have a cistern over here, which is helping. But even on hard, I still had positive attributes at city status level 5. So not bad. Not bad at all. And city status level 5 is like, I think it's 1,800 population or something like that. Up to 3,000. So, you know, at this point in the game, and now as I get closer to 3,000, those numbers are going to go up. So it's going to go down more. But as you're expanding your population, you're also going to be adding in more things like more cisterns and stuff. You're going to be offsetting all of that. So I think it's doable for a while, keeping it managed on hard. But on easy, you're going to have a perfectly easy time. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can't build anything, but I can show it to you. Oh crap, I have negative happiness on this island. No! No! Fix it. Fix it. Okay, there. I've got riots going everywhere. It's okay. It'll fix itself. I'm sitting there staring and like just marveling at all the new stuff, and yow, everything's burning down. It's okay. Well, it'll all get fixed. Single ant can't run the colony. Whatever. Okay, this is fixing itself. This is a very annoying thing. When there's riots, you actually consume more workforce when there's riots. Why not? That was weird. Huh. I wonder why it won't let me. I'm not out of timber. There's no other riots happening anywhere. Oh, it's a riot right here on the wheat farm. Okay, fine, whatever. We'll deal with that in a minute. Or I'll deal with it in a minute, I guess. Not we, I will. I can upgrade to them. I just can't build anything from them. And I can't really show anything from that tier. Obviously, I mean, you're going to see all this up right here. A lot of this stuff is already shown in the religion screen. You know, different productions and stuff. So, I think it's perfectly fine to click on the house and see it. But as far as the production chains and all that kind of stuff and building anything, especially building anything from the patrician tier, I can't do that. But according to what I've got, I can. It says it says stop here. I was like, okay, I stopped there. The game has been is ready. Yes, the game is done. This is the release version. The game is coming out soon. I mean, I don't know how familiar you are with like game development, but games have to be done like a month or more before release because of like QA types, like, you know, the last minute any kind of last minute QA kind of stuff that has to be done, plus all the processes it takes to get them up on like Steam and everything, and all the background work. I would ask how your in-game performance, but yeah, I can't really talk about it because, yeah, I've built far, far larger cities than this, but that's outside the scope of this. For the most part, my performance has always been pretty good, though. But I have a reasonable rig, so I don't see performance issues. It's hard for me to say there's performance issues when I don't have them. But then I also have a decent computer. I don't play on low settings. I play on mostly high settings, but I have ray tracing turned down, and I have shadows turned down. I think that's it. Is that all I have turned down? I do have FSR turned to performance. Lighting quality down 1 notch. Shadow quality on medium. And honestly, this barely is noticeable. I tested this so many times. You barely notice any difference between ultra high and medium. It is so hardly noticeable, the difference in shadows. But the performance difference is very noticeable. I've got water on high. View distance I put on medium. I think I was playing around with that. Crowds on medium just because I don't care about seeing people everywhere. I mean, we can stick it on ultra high for fun. I do have ray tracing on medium just because my graphics card doesn't do ray tracing that well. So I have this on medium specifically because my graphics card isn't the best for ray tracing. And I mean, view distance is on medium, and that looks fine to me in the distance. I mean, I have view distances on medium here. I think it's fine. I mean, yes, I can't see trees all over there. How often am I looking in the distance like this, though? You pretty much play right here. This is where you play. So view distance is one of those, like, who cares if that's at medium or low? I don't play like this. If you do, you might be psychotic. That worked out oddly perfectly, didn't it? I did not plan that at all. I did not plan that, and that worked out absolutely perfect. Who would I know? Will they bring expeditions back? I don't recall hearing about all the grand world the world explorers of Rome and all their grand expeditions across the world. You know, they weren't so much explorers as they were. I'm gonna stick a flag here, and now it's mine. Cool. That worked out perfectly as well, oddly enough. Again, didn't plan that, but it did it. 6. Okay, so it actually was better to move him up here. I got a little bit extra out of it, although now it's all dropped. So, who knows if it was better or not. Whatever. Colonizing is not the same as an expedition. When you're on an expedition, you're out exploring the world and discovering new places, and Rome wasn't exactly They weren't much on the explorer part. The thing is, the ancient world was so much more aware of itself and everything around it than we give them credit for. Like Rome, I know it's a little controversial to talk about it, but Rome knew China existed. They didn't know specifically that that they're called China and they're the Chinese Empire over there, or it was the Han Dynasty or whatever it was. They didn't know that detail. But they knew that beyond the Persian Empire, that there was another huge empire over there. They knew that. Alexander the Great, even when he was in Macedon, before he started conquering the Persian Empire, at his time, or the Achaemenid Empire, he knew of the Indian Empire. He knew that the Indian Empire existed. He knew that. They weren't out having to explore and discover new places and stuff and find ancient places because they knew it all existed. They were aware of it. They were aware of a lot more than what a lot of modern people give them credit for sure. Do you think the Hippodrome needs a lot of land? I don't know. I don't know how they're going to handle the Hippodrome. I am interested to see how they do the Hippodrome. There's several ways they could go about it, and I am interested to see what they do with that. Let's see here. What is this? Ruins? Yeah, I know how ruins work. Oh, I can rebuild this stuff now. Oh, shit. Oh, excuse my language, guys. I just remembered. I forgot bread. I forgot to fix the bread situation. I destroyed the bakeries God knows how long ago. Oh, God. Did we run out of bread? No. Okay, we haven't run out of bread. I forgot. Oh, wait. No, I'm not bringing bread over. How am I not running out of bread? I don't know, but I didn't. Okay. I scared myself because I forgot that I forgot about bread. We are producing enough bread to supply that, though. So, let's just build a pentaconter for that. Let's modify a pentaconter. You know what? I'm just going to do a 3. I don't really want the ores. I think it'll be fine. Because it's not that far. It's just a straight shot. So let's just do a standard pentaconter with nothing on it. To go start getting bread and maybe get some other stuff. So if I'm not going to be doing bread here anymore, then I don't need any of this. I can move you. Say, okay. Okay. You're going to be annoying. We'll do that for the sheep farm right there. That'll work. Alright, cool. Alright. Here's a tip for you guys. Everybody listening to me. Here's a tip for you guys. It's always best to have as little of libertas and plebeian workforce as possible. Have as few of those as you possibly can. Okay? The reason is the higher your city status negative attributes go, the harder it is for these lower tiers to offset it. It just gets a lot harder to offset this stuff. Like, I'm getting 3 happiness from this house. I'm losing 4.9. I'm losing negative 1.9 happiness on this house. Same with fire safety. I'm only getting 3 fire safety on this house. Fire safety currently is at negative 3.5, and that's just going to keep getting higher as well. That should go up to, I think, 4 I think it'll go to -4 by the time it gets to 3,000, or maybe 4.5. I can't remember. So I'm actually losing on that house. If I compare that to this equestrian house, I'm getting 4 fire safety, so I'm actually gaining a little bit over top of the current negative fire safety, and I have 4 happiness on it in as opposed, and I'm the 4.9. Now I could supply some more goods. I could supply garum to them. I could supply cheese for some population and income. That doesn't really matter. I could supply hats for happiness, brooches for income and belief. Yeah, that's pretty much. Or I could do the bath. So the bath would give fire safety and health, which would also affect the plebeians and the libertus, but it's still going to put you kind of in the negative. So the fewer as possible, the better, because higher tier residents just have more stuff to offset the higher attributes. So upgrade as many of the low tier stuff as you can get away with. I'm going to upgrade lots of them. There we go. That'll work. Plus, I mean, it's just more money. It's just more everything. It's just good. It's just good to do. And look, I mean, that's actually just keeps going up. That's just continuously going up. Now, I will hit a point where it should... Oh, wait, did they change it? Oh, I think they changed it. Or is this capping out? Wait, is this capping out? I'm going to have to watch this. They may have capped it from the last time I played, and I showed off the city status. No, there it goes. It went to -3.6. So there are thresholds. Is it every 100 population? No, it's not, because it's kind of... So it is scaling up a little bit more. Now we're up to -5.2 happiness and -3.6 fire safety. Okay. I wasn't sure. I haven't had to sit and actually watch this. So it's going to keep going up. So our fire safety has leveled out at 610, happiness at 672, and island health. Island health is low because I haven't built a single Medici. I haven't built a single hospital on the island because I don't need it. I'm at 362 or 365. I'm playing super easy where I don't have any disease. I don't have any incidents if I'm in the positive. So for everyone that wants to play this super casual and just build a pretty city and not worry about stuff, just set the incident protection to positive. And as long as you keep these numbers in the positive a little bit, you'll never have incidents. So it's, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, I know. Let me make sure. He's upset about something that I'm not supplying, apparently. Okay, we need some more writing tablets. I do want to check Mimosa real quick. Okay. Let's compare both and just make sure of... Amphora is getting close. I might need to go ahead and expand Amphora production on Mimosa. But it's mostly writing tablets, it looks like. Yeah. Well, that's fine. So let's come over here. We'll grab another writing tablet. Let's just put you right here for the moment. And then, again, we're just going to go compare that to Tabula Rasa. Need another Sanderac. I'm actually producing, I think, a bunch. Yeah, I'm making more than enough honeycomb. So we just need another one of these. Look at that curved road. I like that you can make curves if you do it right. Alright. You can try OBS and have the stream running without broadcasting to Twitch or YouTube and say with the performance it... Wait. Huh? Confused. Oh, okay. So I thought you were talking to me. I was confused. I haven't been watching chat because I've been looking at stuff. I was confused. I was like, are you talking to me about OBS? I was like, I use OBS. Paint me some trees. Okay, cool. There we go. Alright, got some trees painted, and that's it. That's all I need to do. You can go and get bread. Let me just make sure, quickly come down here, and I am telling this to sell, no trade, minimum stock of 10. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Oh, that's right, I had items. I have items here. Yeah, we'll get you. I'm actually going to go ahead and put you there too. We'll give this island a little more knowledge. So we're going to go from 102 to 173. And then we can come down here and put down a guest house, or an officium, sorry. They're called officiums now. And then I can put down a vine crusher, and that does the entire chain at an additional 10% productivity. That's the soap maker. The wine and vintner chain at 20% productivity. And we go take a look here and just make sure, yep, still good there. And wine is, for some reason, way up here, and it's still perfectly fine. Good. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I do like the shipyard building, though. It's really cool looking. Love the shipyard building. Okay. Alright guys, I think that's going to have to be it for me today. I'm getting hungry. It's about time for me to go get dinner and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to head out for the rest of the day. I will be streaming tomorrow. Time TBD. Don't know when. Whenever I get back from my doctor's appointments and get online and get settled. So look for me tomorrow. It will be the last day I'm streaming for the drops and stuff. So if you're, wanting to do drops and you haven't had the 2 hours yet, if you're just joining or something, and you still want to watch me play, just come back tomorrow. We'll be here again, and I'll be streaming for several hours because, again, it'll be the last day I can stream because the event ends Thursday, and I'm leaving town Thursday for a few days. With that, everybody, thanks for joining me. If you want to be sure to follow me over on YouTube. The link on Twitch is broken, but if you just go to YouTube and look up Taka, Anno, you're going to find me. I'm right there. It's easy. So, thanks for joining me, everybody. Had a great time with you all. Hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in another stream. Take care until then, and happy... I don't know what I was about to say. Bye.